So, as you can see, finally got Diablo 3 beta. I don't know when exactly I got it because if they emailed me, I somehow missed it. And so I haven't actually checked my Battle.net account in like at least a month, I think, for Diablo 3 beta. Partially because, well, I kind of lost a lot of my enthusiasm for it, just based on a lot of the changes they've made to the game. But we'll play some beta here. This is currently beta 11, although there haven't really been any bug. It was like only bug fixes since patch 10, which came out like a week ago. So that's where we're at in the beta. They recently they got rid of the stupid attack and precision and those stats and swapped them in for like a regular strength, dexterity, intelligence type of system. Although it's still really dumbed down. It's definitely better than the previous system. The character I'm going to be playing today is a monk. I'm going to be a female monk because I don't really like the beard on the male monk. And let's just call her, what are we going to call her? How about Jessie? If that's nice. Well, never mind. Jessie. We'll just call her Jessie. Let's go! As you may have noticed, I got my keyboard and mouse stuff in the bottom left corner. I was going to be debuting this in StarCraft. Basically, what I did was I actually split it so that my left hand would be in this spot over here and the right hand over here. Right hand being the mouse, of course, and the left hand being most of the keyboard. So, because there's like two basically blank spots on the StarCraft HUD.
I smell fear
Not
and death.
really, because I think people will be particularly interested in how not very good I am, but I was more hoping that someone would see it and be like, hey, that's a good idea, because I've always been interested in exactly how the pros do it and stuff. And so I was hoping someone would pick up on that, whereas opposed to currently what people just use their webcams to show their faces while they play. And while some people may like that just because they're talking through their ears, so seeing their face while they talk, that got kind of an appeal to it, I guess.
The fallen star has upset the balance of this land. I seek it.
It fell on the old cathedral. There was only one survivor, Leah. You should speak with her.
Captain Rumford, more dead are coming. We can't open the gates until we drag them back.
I personally made sure
They keep coming.
I've never seen anyone fight like that before. Guards, open the gates. You'll find Leah at the slaughtered calf.
Well, anyways, I'd personally be more interested in seeing what exactly they do with their hands, their hotkeys and stuff. As you can see, my keyboard isn't printed, so it's kind of not quite that good, but the camera quality is really not really good enough that you'd be able to read it anyways, so let's get to killing stuff.
Are you Leah? Rumford said you survived the fallen
So
star.
like I said, I'm most interested
but it blasted my
in
uncle Deckard Cain into the depths of the old cathedral.
like
I tried to search for him.
the class I'm
The
most
dead were already
worried
rising.
about
I
as
came
to
back
how
here
it
to rally the
plays
militia,
is
but
the
watch out!
monk.
The wounded are turning!
The barbarian and the demon hunter are, well, the barbarians.
This is killing business.
The dead will overwhelm us all.
I will send them back.
Thank you.
Blah 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 blah. The barbarians, this is gonna be heavily armor based, so he'll be able to just stand there and do his big clobbering abilities and crush everything. The demon hunter is obviously gonna be fighting enemies as much as possible, and the wizard and the witch doctor are gonna
Captain
be
Dalton and the
That will not.
well, I have seen.
They're attacking
somewhat
the barricades.
the witch doctor has a head, so he doesn't really have to fight as much. So he's more like the barbarian. Well,
That's one of the wretched mothers. There are more of them in the ruins down the road.
hang on, we gotta get. Oh, really? Let's see if they fix these mantras. Not where I wanted it. I want it over here. Why the fuck would I want this on the right mouse button? Are you kidding me? Basically what they said they were going to do. Oh yes, that's what they did. Basically, to make these more active, because you have actual passive skills. So to make the mantras more active, that you'd have a very short duration temporary bonus right when you activate them. A lot like Uder's, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but Uder's abilities in League of Legends. Well, anyway, back to what I was saying. Basically, Barbarian is going to be basically a standard stand there and beat stuff up. The Demon Hunter is going to be very skillful in fighting enemies. And the Witch Doctor has his pets, which in the current system, they actually have said that they're changing the skill system again, but haven't released details
are young.
on it.
There must be a nest nearby. This nest will produce no more of the vermin.
I'm getting distracted by the combat and stuff, and I'm trying to figure out, was this like supposed to be a side quest or something? Because it seemed rather random that she actually talked about shit. Maybe it's like a random encounter. Anyways, basically under the current skill system, there's no reason not to get pets with the Witch Doctor. Because, like, you don't have to invest tons of points in them like you do with the Necromancer, or the Druid, or in Diablo 2, or even you could say with the Amazon for the Valkyrie, or the Assassin for the, I forget what they called the Assassin. Battle Master or something like that. I think there were like 2 versions, but so level 3 version. I could be wrong though. But anyways, under the current system, there's no reason not to have pets as the witch doctor. So he's just gonna kind of stand around and work it up with spells, and then
The gods favor me.
the wizard is basically gonna be like the demon hunter. Basically how it is. So really the question is, how is the monk supposed to play? And I'm not
The
really
ruins
sure.
of old Tristram. The shadow of Diablo still hangs over this place.
I haven't even been using this mantra of evasion yet because these guys are so easy. You just use the regular Fist of Thunder, which really isn't very exciting. Well, that's another thing I really dislike about this game, is that it seems they are giving they're basically making the mechanics of all the characters the same, which is you have a resource generator skills and resource spender skills. That's basically how all of them are. I think the witch doctor may be the exception.
Thank you for your help.
But
Could
basically,
you talk some
it
sense
seems
into
to me
Leah?
like they're
Nor
all gonna
should she.
play pretty much the same. It's just their
promised
abilities
Master I'd protect him,
are gonna
but
be
now he's
significantly different in certain cases. And of course their survivability, so it's still is going to affect like how exactly you play. Like for a barbarian, since you are mostly melee, you have like a few ranged abilities, but you're mostly melee. You're going to have to be just standing right in front of the guys and hitting them all the time,
Come,
whereas
let us search for your uncle.
the other characters
We'll
are a
need to
little
open the
more
cathedral first.
fragile,
The
so they
guards
gotta
locked it up before they were ambushed. Rumford told
avoid
me they
getting
fought their way
killed a
back to
bit.
Adria's hut. The key must still be there.
But
And it is written, a fire will come.
if you look at like the wizard compared to the demon hunter, they're pretty much the same. It's really weird.
Here, let me open the gate. Adria was my mother, but I don't know much about her. She died when I was very young. I was raised by Uncle Deckard.
What happened to your father?
I'm told he was a great warrior who was lost when Tristram fell to the demons.